Straight from the 757, it's the REinvision radio show, where we encourage everyone, everywhere, to re-envision everything. Here is your host, NoMalice, and the IceMan.
What's up? What's up? It's your man NoMalice on the REinvision radio show, where we encourage everyone, everywhere, to re-envision everything. Once again, I'm here chilling with my man, the IceMan. What's up, Ice?
All right, NoMalice. I'm here, man. I'm in the pocket.
You doing all right, brother?
In the bosom of Abraham.
Okay.
It's good to hang out with you once again, man. You know?
Man. That's a good place to be, in the bosom of Abraham.
Like I say, man, one podcast at a time. One at a time. Let's do it.
No doubt, no doubt. So we about to get in today's topic. Yeah. It's a serious topic, and it is that pornography.
Naked people. That's where we headed, huh? Naked people.
Basically, that's about the size of it.
Yeah, things didn't fall in place there. You know, God said, "Who told you you were naked?"
Who told you you was naked? Yeah. How did you know you was naked?
Yeah.
All right, so before we get into that, I got a story I like to share. Is that cool?
It's always cool, man. You got some good stories. You know,
all right, I just want to share. Come from a time and place in my life. All right.
Yeah.
So basically, here we go. 6th grade, Mrs. Del Carmen's class, Indian Lakes Elementary School. It was me and my cut buddies. It was Michael Kortz, Tim Rosenberg, and Andy Bell. Every Monday, whether it be in recess or lunch, we would get together and we would talk about the Twilight Zone.
Rod Serling
and the Twilight Zone, you know.
Late at night.
So check it out. I would watch it, and I think the order it came on, it was Saturday Night Live, then it was the news, and then it was the Twilight Zone, okay?
In that order.
Now, the only problem was, many times I fell asleep trying to stay up to watch it, okay? And I would be so angry when I woke up. I would wake up right after it went off, national anthem about to come on, TV about to turn to white noise and all of that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I wasn't going to be able to talk about it with the fellas come Monday
with
or
your
whatever.
Little homies. Yeah, I feel you.
Know, so that was quite upsetting to me. Now, it was this one particular Saturday that my older brother, he knew that I was trying to stay up. He saw me do this, many Saturday nights or whatever. And he said, "Yo, you trying to stay up to watch the Twilight Zone?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Okay, well, watch this. I bet this will keep you up." He turns to the Playboy channel.
Oh, no, he didn't, did he?
Or Escapade, whatever it was called at the time. Yeah. And guess what, man? It kept me up.
Well, it'll keep anybody up. You know what I mean? Your whole philosophy in life done changed. Yeah.
He was right about that. It definitely kept me up.
Yeah.
And now, as a child, I don't care nothing about the Twilight Zone no more.
Ross Serling mad.
Yeah, he mad.
He done lost a customer.
Yeah, he lost a viewer. So here we go. Monday, back at school. You know, me and the guys, they talking about the Twilight Zone. I'm talking about something else.
You a grown man now.
I'm all the way grown.
Just like that.
Listen, man. No child should be able to stand against that.
Yeah, I feel you.
No way in the world a child should have to go up against the Playboy channel.
Yeah, that's hard for grown men to take, much less a child.
You know what I'm saying?
Whole philosophy in life done changed.
It's crazy. It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
Mine changed. I found I was going to the store for my mama. And I never forget it. Long as I live, I was a little boy. And I saw this little magazine, and I picked it up. And there it was, my dad was, I hid that magazine, put it in my pocket. When my dad was a preacher, I walked in the house. I didn't know it then, but the whole house started trembling. That's trembling just like that. And my life ain't been the same since then.
Lord have mercy. Well, listen. Yeah. I'll take it a step further.
Yeah.
I found some VHS tapes, some sex tapes in my parents' closet. I get the VHS tapes, I take it to my room, watching it on my VCR. Fall asleep. I fall asleep again. because I can't stay up to watch the Twilight Zone, so I can't stay up at no time. I fell asleep again. Yeah. When I wake up, VHS tapes are gone. They gone.
Well,
all right. No, wait a minute. So then I go look in the closet. They put back nice and neat. All right. Nobody ever said a word to me about it, but till this day, I still feel that shame and that guilt. I'm chilling on my own podcast, and I still feel crazy about that.
Take you a long time to wipe that shame off.
Hey, listen, man, I don't think it's going anywhere.
Man, that's one thing about certain things you can do, man. Certain things when you're a young buck, you can do in a week or so. You can forget about it. Sometimes it take a week. Sometimes. But it's some things you run across, your whole life change. You don't never forget out. And them books and them tapes is one of them. I don't know how girls respond to it, because I never. But when you let one of them young bucks get hold to it, you wasting your time trying to tell them, oh no, this ain't good.
You can't. They're not trying to hear that.
They ain't trying to hear. They ain't trying to back up. You know.
And listen, and what it's 2014. Can you imagine like the kids and the smartphones just being one click away of having the life sucked right out of them?
They don't stand a chance.
They really don't. I mean, all the wholesomeness, the purity, the innocence sucked right out you by a black man who ain't wearing nothing but a baseball hat, Timberland boots, and some socks.
They don't stand a chance now with that. They don't. And you know what? Even on the on the television, they got them. They running through the channels, and they can look at it on the television. They can call it on the telephone, and then they call it them sex hotlines on the telephone, and the lady is talking all seductive. And then you find out the lady, you see her, she uglier than a homemade soap. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? But that's what we got now, man.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. And this is what our youth is up against, Yeah. It's a crazy time. Listen, real quick, according to the Huffington Post, porn sites get more visitors than Netflix, Amazon, and Twitter combined. All right? Netflix, 46 million. Amazon, 110 million. Twitter, 160 million. All right, now this is a month. Total porn sites, 450 million hits a month.
And they wonder why our young people are crazy. They wonder why they crazy. It's a shame.
REinvision Radio.
Well, this brother here that we're about to bring to the show, he is the founder of God Over Porn, the GOP movement, all right? He also has God Over Porn for ladies. He has God Over Porn in Espanol, in Spanish. I guess the Spanish needed too, right?
Porn is bilingual. Porn is bilingual.
Okay, hey, that's what's up. All right, so I recently started to follow this movement. I see the positive impact that this brother has had, and I just really appreciate the open forum that he's cultivated to start the lines of communication on this topic.
Amen.
Yeah. So joining us right now via Skype is my homie Jared Miller. Jared, what up, man? What up?
Yo, what it do?
Ain't nothing to it, brother. Good to have you here.
Yes, sir. I'm glad to be here, man. Glad to do this for the king, man.
No doubt. All right,
I hear you.
Yeah. So real quick, when I first heard God Over Porn, I thought it was blasphemous. All right? I thought, in my little feeble mind, to even put those two words together, God, porn, I was like, somebody is tripping right now.
It didn't sit well with me neither.
It didn't sit well with you, did it?
No, it didn't.
All right, well, I'm just glad to know I won't by myself. But that was my first, introduction to it. And when I first heard it, and my man Jared, he sent a shirt to my man Damien. You know Damien, right? Mm-hmm. All right, and Damien was like, yo, because we was on the video shoot for Bury That. Yeah. And Damien was like, yo, he said, can you wear this for my man? And I was like, I'm not wearing that shirt. I said, I'll hold it up or something, but I ain't wearing that shirt.
God Over Porn.
God Over Porn? Yeah. Like somebody tripping, all right? Yeah. All right, well, let me be the first to say right now, bro, I was 100% wrong. I was all the way wrong. Matter of fact, you know, wherever there's a stronghold, we need to bring God into every facet of our life. No matter what it is. I don't care what you're struggling with. Whatever the stronghold is, we need to call on God.
Amen.
You know, because we need that deliverance. He's the only one that's going to get us through it. It ain't going to be your own willpower or how strong you are, how strong or you know, discipline you try to be. You need deliverance.
Well, you know, sometimes all it takes is one cat to see the light.
And I got a couple questions for you, all right? So my first question, all right, let's just say, you know, I had a hard day on the job. I come home and, you know, me and my old lady, we not really getting along too tough, all right? And you want to get that edge off, all right? So in your honest opinion, what is the best porn site just to get that edge off? Just joking. Let me just joking with you, brother. Just joking with you, man. All right. Listen, no. For real. Real question is, what made you start your organization?
Basically just like talking with a lot of different Christian brothers and just all of us being transparent with one another, sharing how we struggle with pornography.
Right.
And so I noticed, I said, man, like this is an issue in the church. Like I'm talking about multiple brothers. And I'm like, we keeping one another accountable and stuff like that. And so I told the Lord, I said, God, I want to expose this. And there were some things that I was, you know, honestly, I was like startled by, because just being honest with you, I came across a porn film. I was watching porn one day. I'm not going to lie about that. And
I got you.
I saw some symbols in there, and it said evil angel. And so I said, what is this? Like, what's evil angel? It had to do with pornography. And so I started putting two and two together. I said, wait a minute, Satan is the evil angel. And then, so I was like, Lord, this stuff is demonic. Like, not only is this stuff like bad for your walk with Christ, but this stuff literally got demons in it. And so I said, Lord, I got to put this stuff to the light. I got to expose it. So the Lord just told me, well, hey, you got to expose yourself. You know, you're the one that's caught up in it. You watching it, pull that plank out your own eye first.
Whoa. I got you. That's real. Mm-hmm. Well, what has been your response from the general public?
I mean, obviously, you know, we have a lot of people who stand and support it. You know, I haven't really heard a lot of, you know, negative feedback other than from the atheists and stuff like that, who people don't really, like, they don't really understand it. I get a lot of people who say, like, well, what's wrong with porn? Like, porn, that's just what we do, especially as men. Like, porn is just second nature, you know. And so, for the most part, trying to relate to the people who don't believe, letting them know that pornography not only is demonic, but it's not good for you like the world has said it is, you know.
Mm-hmm. Well, you know, I've come across, it's so crazy, and it's also so timely, because I've come across some brothers who really struggle with this. I even know a brother who has lost his family behind this. You know, so it is definitely not harmless, and, you know, people think that it is just a physical matter, but this is a soul matter. This depletes you. It robs you of your soul. You know, you'll spend time away from people, you know, time that you should be interacting with people. It can affect finances, you know, it can ruin marriages, you know, that, and that's another thing too. Mm-hmm. I was reading, you know how everybody's so quick to say that half of all marriages end in divorce, right? Well, I read that of the marriages that end in divorce, 58% of those are due to pornography. Is that the statistics you heard?
And I heard 60%.
Okay, 58, 60%, same thing.
Yeah, same thing. Yep. So you on it. It's on point. I believe it.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think people should know that, because, you know, people want to badmouth marriage and it ends in divorce. Well, if you don't have a problem with pornography, then you have a better chance of a better success rate with your marriage. Let me just play devil's advocate, and I hate to even say that. That don't even sound right. But if I watch pornography in the confines of my own home, who does it hurt?
first of all, it hurts you. First and foremost, because the Bible says that sexual sin is like a sin against your own body. So you're hurting yourself, and then not only that, but it's like you're straining your fellowship with Christ. Because pornography is an idol, and so you turn to that instead of turning to Christ. And not only that, it hurts your family. It hurts your family, like you said, finances and everything. A lot of times, as a matter of fact, pornography is largely free nowadays, so people don't really have to pay much for it anymore, even though people still do, because this is a multi-billion-dollar industry.
Right.
And so they're making money, but yeah, you're hurting everybody around you.
Amen. I feel you on that. I feel you.
No doubt.
Yeah,
no doubt.
I feel you on that.
So is there anything about pornography that you know of that you would want to share or let people know?
Man, all I can say is that, like you said, pornography is a thief. It's a tool of the devil. It's a tool of the enemy. It comes to steal, kill,
and destroy.
Yeah. And it's destroying you. It's not destroying you easily. It's destroying you savagely. One thing about that pornography that a lot of people don't realize is it's a little different than some other things. A cat can smoke some reefer, you know what I mean, in a day or two he out of it, you know what I mean, or he can do certain sins in a day or so he out of it. But that pornography is kind of like heroin. Some cats can stay on heroin, hooked on heroin 20 years. Then heroin. And that's the way that pornography do, man. Then you can get hooked on that pornography, and it's so subtle and so private, you can stay hooked on it for years.
And it chips away at you. And you know how the Bible says it's the little foxes.
It's the little foxes.
It's the little foxes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
that spoil the vine.
Yeah, little foxes. I tell you what, what I'm really hurt about as far as this is concerned, we shouldn't have to be sitting here talking about this. He shouldn't he should not be the only one to carry this banner. This banner should have been preached up in some of them churches all the time.
Right.
But it's never, I know it take courage to do, and I commend him, you know what I mean, because it take courage. I know, what them shirts that tell me, and you know me, Gene, them preachers is up under them robes. Say, I love that shirt. Them preachers is up under them robes, and with them robes, and a lot of them preachers up under them robes, buck ball naked. That's how widespread this pornography stuff is. Do your shirt again, man.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
And preachers, they watch pornography too.
But you look, go back into them pastor studies, and if you go in the pastor study and you see a cabinet got 19 locks on it, you better believe there's some naked people up in them locks somewhere, kind of, and it's crazy, man.
My goodness. All right, Jared, check it out, man. What would you say, or do you know the age that people are when they're usually introduced to porn?
Between the ages of 12 and 17.
12 and 17.
It's crazy, man.
12 and 17.
Yeah. Man.
He's right about that.
For some, it's sooner, but yeah, 12 and 17 is the main one.
What about? Are you hearing stories or people telling you how they have been delivered from porn?
Yeah, I hear about it a lot, man. But it's such a touchy topic, but people tell me about being delivered from pornography, but they base it on how long they abstain from watching it. And to me, the time period that you abstain from watching it doesn't mean that you're free. Like, just because you haven't watched it for 100 days doesn't mean that you're free.
Right.
You've already been set free because of what Christ did.
That's right.
Well,
great point.
I got a question. What I want to know is, man, how well is the church accepting? I know they're accepting you and patting you on the back and thing, and they telling you you're doing a good thing. But how well are they supporting you and helping you with your ministry as far as its porn is concerned?
To be honest with you, I don't get a lot of support from the church.
Mm-hmm.
I don't.
Mm-hmm.
I've actually introduced it to many churches, and they like kind of say it's a good idea, but nothing really happens. It's stagnant. You know, I don't get much support.
Why do you think that is? Do you feel that they're trying to shy away from it, or they really don't want to touch that?
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people don't want to touch it. You know, it's something that is swept under the rug for so long, and you know, we got so good at, you know, putting on the front, putting on a show for people, but we don't want to be vulnerable.
Well, they ain't gonna let him come up there with that. Them old sisters get to hearing that stuff, walking there with that T-shirt on, cut that 10% off. Oh no, they ain't gonna. You no wonder you got that far with it, man. But you know, I'm here. Gene and I here to encourage you, man. Cause one thing about it, I've come to find out about that porn, and I'm gonna say the same thing again, man. It's a nuclear bomb.
Mm-hmm.
It's a nuclear bomb, and let me say this right quick. And if you drop a nuclear bomb in New York, a nuclear thermal bomb, right away, New York gone, Jersey gone, Washington gone, Virginia gone, and that fallout gonna fall from Virginia all the way to the Carolinas, all around by the Rocky Mountain. That's the same way pornography is. Man, that pornography is so evil. It is so evil. That fallout, man, one person in the family could be hooked on pornography. It's going to mess his family up, going to mess his wife's family up, going to mess his cousin's family up. It's just crazy the way that Satan has got that. And the church he should not have to carry this banner alone by himself.
Well, he got 15,000 followers, so he got a lot of support.
I know he has a lot of support, but what I'm saying,
and maybe he's called to call that banner alone.
Yeah,
I mean, because he's doing it.
He's doing a good job at it.
Man.
He's doing a good
job.
Yeah,
we commend you, brother. We commend you, brother. Oh, how do people get with you, bro? Like, how can they get with you and engage in these conversations? And where can they find you at? Your Twitter, Instagram, websites?
Yeah, our website is www.godoverporn.org. Get at us at Twitter at GodOverPorn, Instagram same thing at GodOverPorn. We're on Tumblr, we're on Facebook, we everywhere. You know, every social media outlet we on it.
God over porn, man. That's what's up.
Mm-hmm. I see it all the time. Like I said, man, it took me a minute to get on to what the brother was trying to do, man. But he got a mandate on his hands, you know what I mean? Because this is so innate, you know, that ain't but two things that affect man, and that's food and sex, you know, and lust and that. And
that's the thing. See, people don't get, like, we try to shun sin, or like we don't understand sin. Sin is pleasurable. You cannot deny the fact that sin is pleasurable.
Amen.
It's the thing about sin, it just takes you further than you're willing to go. You don't know. You can't say, I'm going to do this for a little while and then stop right here.
Oh, no.
Once you get into it, you go where you go on the ride sin going to take you on.
Oh, no. And it carry down that line for 20 years sometimes, 30
or
years.
longer. Or it take you to the death.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Well, everybody that's checking out this podcast, all of the prayer warriors out there, I'm going to ask that you pray for this brother.
Amen.
Pray for his movement. Pray for a hedge of protection around him and his family and all of the support and the guys and the people on his team that are working with him. Yeah. You know, I ask y'all out there that those that pray, I ask that you pray for this brother.
Yeah. And them preachers with them robes on.
That's naked underneath.
That's naked underneath. Started looking at them preachers so cock-eyed when you cry, tears run down your back, because you can't trust a lot of them preachers with them robes on like that. I'm telling you.
Hey, yo, Jared, man. God bless you, man.
God bless you, man.
Is there anything else you want to say? Let us know before you get out of here, bro.
Yeah, man. I say that, you know, me personally, I get it. You know what I'm saying? I know that, you know what I'm saying, pornography is there, it's pleasurable, but, man, it's bitter. You know what I mean? It'll kill you. It rots your soul.
Yes.
It'll rob you, and it's not your friend. You know what I'm saying?
It ain't your friend.
It's not your friend. Pornography is not your friend. The devil is a liar.
No doubt. No doubt. Thank you, brother.
God bless you, man.
God bless you, man. God bless you and yours. Thanks a lot, brother, for checking us out.
No doubt. God bless. bless y'all, man. Love y'all.
Love you too. Let's do it again soon, brother. Yeah, man. All good.
Get the book, Wretched, Pitiful, Poor, Blind, and Naked. It's time to take off your cool. Available on iTunes and Amazon.
Listen to me good, listen to me good, listen to me good.
Folks think they can be saved on their deathbed. Problem is, don't everybody die in bed.
Listen to me good, listen to me good, listen to me good.
So today's topic was pornography. Y'all check out my man Jared Miller at God Over Porn on Twitter and everything else. And like I said, he also has God Over Porn for ladies and God Over Porn in Espanol. So y'all check out my man Jared. And that's pretty much going to do it. All right? We out. There have no temptation taken you, but such as is common to man. But God is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that ye are able, but will with the temptation also make a way to escape, that ye may be able to bear it.
Hear Ye Him, available on iTunes, Amazon, and Google Play.